last week. I feel like I was living under a bridge or under a rock, for the majority of last week, considering the fact that we had that monster landscaping job that, I'll be honest with you, I wasn't too sure we were going to be able to complete. It was on a number of different occasions while out there, especially at the beginning of the week, like Monday and Tuesday, where I was feeling like, yo, what are we doing? We're never going to get this done. But thanks to the team that we had, and by the end of the week, by Saturday, we had 5 people out there. Thanks to all of those people, we were able to get that job done. And I'm damn proud of the way that it turned out. And thank you guys for the kind comments and remarks that you left on the video just yesterday of us showcasing the completed job. But that's not too much what I want to focus on. I don't want to focus on the reaction of my neighbors, me dumping 500 bags of leaves in my backyard. Yesterday was Sunday. Yesterday, Rabbit and I got rid of like 350 bags. We only burned like 8 of them. The rest of those, they disappeared. I want to focus on something else in this video, and what that is everything that I feel like I missed from last week. And, to think about focusing on this job that we were doing and not really being able to focus on too much of anything else. The filming that we were doing was from that job. Hell, I didn't even have phone service at this property. I was going to do the drone video for them, but the drone has to hook up to the phone, and I didn't want to crash the drone trying to fly that without any service out there. But I mentioned my phone service because while on this job and being out there, I wasn't able to get on Facebook all that much or, see what was taking place. And in this video, I want to talk about a lot of things that happened last week and a lot of things that I became aware of. I just want to talk to you guys about a lot of things that I probably would have talked about had we not been out on that job. So let's go ahead and dive head first up into this major update video. We need to have a talk is what I was almost thinking about titling this. Hashtag emotional $5 Amazon gift card giveaway at the end. I'm kidding. That was just a potential title idea. I want to have some fun with this video. I don't want to be so serious. I feel rejuvenated. I feel good to be back, and I'm hopeful to be able to make this a really good week. Now, with some of these things that we're going to talk about in this video, normally we would make an entire video about these things, but I get it. Our videos of me in front of the camera, either prison news or anything else that I'm really doing in front of the camera, they don't really like this type of in front of the camera. Those aren't really the videos that are doing it for us, if there are videos that are doing it for us at all right now. People are enjoying, it seems for the most part, the out and about, low gang for life, Team 10, all that, the vlog style videos that we're doing. Landscape vlogs, felon flippers. And as a matter of fact, after I get done filming this, that's where I'm going. I'm going over to the flip house. And I'll probably be filming from over there as well. So of course, the first thing that I want to start with in this video is probably the biggest thing that happened last week. And something, again, that I would have made an entire video about. But really, what's the damn point? Is Tekashi 6ix9ine, Little Tater Tot 22, getting released from prison. Getting released from prison early, in fact. And I think I read something along the lines of they secretly released him one day and then the next day announced that he had gotten released just the day prior. They released this dude early. How long did he spend locked up? Maybe like a year and a half. I read a TMZ article that said that he had just got done serving a lengthy prison sentence. You know what we refer to 18 months as, a year and a half? We refer to that as a meatball. Dudes can do that type of time standing on their head, or at least most people who have done time can. That ain't no time for real. And then think about all the time that you gave away. You traded that time in like it was a Pokemon card. I'm gonna use my Pikachu to smoke your boots. And I'm not gonna go too in on this dude. We've done that way too much in the past. It's kind of played out. Now people are, coming around again. They know new music's gonna be released, and, people are fans of this dude again. I never was, never will be, unless he wants to come and give me some clout on AfterPrisonShow in an interview, but it is what it is. I do want to give you guys my unbiased, completely real and raw, I'm talking gritty, reaction to the fact that this man got released secretly from prison early because he's got asthma due to the corona. They released him early. My unbiased, raw, and gritty reaction. I'm going to give that to you guys right now. Brace yourselves. Wow. What? For real? I am not surprised. There's my reaction. I've also been seeing that, he's out here trying to rebuild his image to some degree. I feel like YouTube is going to be a huge thing for him. He's going to be pursuing that. I could be wrong. I'm reading articles that are saying completely the opposite of that. He is going to be all over social media, but promoting his new music. Folks, stay tuned. Tekashi going to have a new album on the way. I know he done wrote some music while he was locked up. What will he be rapping about? I am actually curious to see what he'll be rapping about. Probably the same old dumbass stuff. But maybe he will have a positive message in his music now. I don't honestly know. I have seen that, he has been trying to, do certain things. I don't know if it's real or not, like going and meeting fans, giving things to people who need things. It's supposed to be social distancing right now, so I don't know how that's really working. Neither here nor there. The man got released early. There was a rhyme and a reason for why he was able to do so. High-powered, high-paid lawyer as well. So he's home. Free Tekashi has actually come true. Maybe he'll start telling prison stories on YouTube. I would not be surprised. And speaking of prison, in terms of prison news, it's not like I'm really missing a lot because it's happening every single day, and it unfortunately seems to only be getting worse. The corona getting up inside of the prison, and now it's not even so much, this prison or these prisoners or staff are getting sick. I mean, of course, that's still taking place, but now it's, prisoners are dying. And it is a sad and scary time that we're living with, and I just hope and pray that sooner than later all of this is over and we can get through this crazy time that we're dealing with. Another thing that I definitely missed from last week, Josh from Lockdown 23-in-1. Somebody that I've collaborated with one time. We did a big ass Thanksgiving video, I think 2 years ago. Josh just recently gave After Prison Show a shout out. Now I didn't personally see or hear this, but a lot of people mentioned this to me. And what you might not know, you don't know this, me and Josh have actually been talking sporadically through messages, and, I thanked him for that. I said, hey, I heard that you gave us a shout out. That was really nice of you to do, and thank you. And I said that I wanted to return the favor. There's a lot of other prison YouTube channels out there, and Josh is the only one that's local to After Prison Show and in the same general area where we're at. And it is crazy to think that the only thing that we've ever done together is that Thanksgiving video from like 2 years ago. So maybe in the future, after all of this craziness has passed, maybe, some doors could get opened up and we do something together. I don't exactly know what that would be. I've got a couple of ideas. Maybe he does as well. Maybe that's something that he's open to. I don't really do the collaborations. But in this particular case, I do respect what he does. He's found his way to do what he does, and I want to give him a shout out. He definitely deserves that. So from me to Josh at Lockdown 23-in-1, thank you for the kind words that you said about After Prison Show, and shout out to you. And speaking of other prison YouTube, not YouTubers, but other prison YouTube. A lot of people messaged me and told me about this video that just came out. I think it's from some tech review type of dude who did a prison tech video. Prison tech, like the electronics in prison. But I saw that and I was reminded when I saw it of a prison tech video that I did years ago. And to even look back on this video, this is probably one of the most, all the videos from 5 years ago were super cringe. But I did a video, I can't even remember the title of this thing, electronics that prisoners are allowed to have, or prison electronics, or what the hell was the name of that video? Is this it? 6 unbelievable electronic gadgets prisoners can buy.
What follows is a list of the 6 most unbelievable electronic items prisoners can purchase while incarcerated.
That's not the video though. This is it. Learning to use a smartphone after prison.
Prior to being released from prison, I had no former knowledge of any kind of smartphone technology. I mean, the smartest thing that I knew was this, digital scale. Now this was the first Instagram before Instagram was ever thought of.
I want to link both of those two videos in this video. You definitely got to check those out if you've never seen them before. You want to talk about some way back in the day After Prison Show. This is before After Prison Show was ever even a thing. They were actually some pretty damn good videos considering I ain't know a whole hell of a lot about technology or YouTube or green screens, but I was learning. And back in the day, Joe, with these videos, oh, I thought I was doing something. But I mentioned this prison tech video that came out because I need to watch it, and maybe I need to do a updated version of that. I've got a closet full of prison TVs, prison radios, and all sorts of prison tech. So maybe we ought to do a new video about just that. Something else that I feel like I missed last week, and this definitely took place, it's been taking place for a couple of weeks now, but I'm finally getting caught up on this. And that is Tiger King, Joe Exotic. I love that man. I just want to go ahead and say that first and foremost. I don't care how that sounds. I had first started seeing the memes about this dude with this mullet a couple of weeks ago. Everybody was talking about it. Oh, Tiger King this and Carol Baskins that. And I didn't have no idea what they was talking about. Some of you probably still don't have no idea about this. You might think that this thing is stupid or crazy, and I thought that too. Until me and my wife wrapped up Sons of Anarchy, I think Friday or Saturday night, and we began watching Tiger King. Now, I think there's 7 episodes to this thing, and I'm on like episode 6 right now. We're going to wrap this up tonight, and I want to do a reaction video to this. I don't often do reaction videos. I think I've only done like a couple. I know one of them was for that movie Shot Caller, but I really want to do a reaction to Tiger King. If you have not seen this, I highly recommend this show. It's very well put together, and it made me realize a couple of things. One, a tiger zoo is definitely a money maker. And then 2, how bad I really want a 4-wheeler. Damn. Joe Exotic had 2 husbands, and he bought both them guys 4-wheelers. But he's locked up now. I don't know why he's locked up. My wife has already read about this. She keeps telling me, you want to know what he's locked up for? No, I want to watch it. And they're also talking about making a season 2 of this. It's a very crazy show to check out. I definitely highly recommend it. And again, I'm going to do a reaction video to it. I think it's crazy. There's one final thing that I want to share with you guys before I wrap this video up. I'm not trying to make these videos super long. This also happened. Well, this didn't happen last week. It happened 2 weeks ago. But I just got a chance to check this out this morning. A long time ago, a couple of months ago at least, I made a video about a guy that was on After Prison Show a very long time ago. A guy by the name of Tom. In that video, I talked about the fact that Tom had 51 forgery and uttering charges, or 50 forgery and uttering charges, which in my mind meant like writing bad checks. Now, I did a little bit of research on this on the Bobo this morning, and I think, it can be stated like a broad spectrum of fraud. Forgery and uttering can relate to a lot of different types of fraud. When I looked up Tom to try to find out where he was, I found out that he was in this insane asylum here in the state of Virginia, a Department of Corrections facility by the name of Marion. That's where they house all the crazy folks who are locked up, or a lot of them. Tom was there. I wrote him an email shortly after I made the video, and I think it was 2 weeks ago that I got a response from him, and it was only this morning that I got a chance to check out that email. And I want to share that with you guys right now. It's very short. In the email that I wrote to him, I asked him what the hell happened, how you doing, how much time did you get? This is what Tom said to me. He said, hey, bro, it's good to hear from you. Yeah, I messed up and got myself 3 years. 3 years for 50-something charges? Now, I don't want to say that this man did anything crazy, Tekashi 6ix9ine-like, in an effort to only end up with 3 years. They must have came at him with some sort of a hell of a plea deal. I also read while researching these forgery and uttering charges that it's not the easiest case to prosecute, and it's a relatively easy case to defend against. Now, unless you're writing bad checks going up inside Walmart and they got you on surveillance camera, it's not exact, I don't know. It just seemed like it wasn't so easy to prosecute, so maybe they came at him with a sweet-ass deal. We're going to drop all 50 charges. You're going to plead guilty to 1, and we're going to give you 3 years. Maybe it was something like that. Don't honestly know. All I'm doing is speculating at this point. But this email goes on to say that he was working for an elderly woman who ended up in a nursing home. Tom, what did you do? This already sounds like it's going to be bad. He says he was doing remodeling for her and using his own money to purchase the materials needed. Folks, I remember Tom as a tattoo artist. I don't know, maybe he was a handyman, somebody who was good at, doing remodeling work. Let me tell you something. You can't just say, oh yeah, I can do that, and expect to be able to go in there and take on any old job. And I hope that's not what happened here. He says at first there was an overseer of her estate that was paying him, and then for some reason, he writes, the hateful wench stopped. I don't know if he's talking about the elderly woman. I doubt that. He's probably talking about the overseer of the estate who all of a sudden just stopped paying him. And the story is kind of vague, or this email is kind of vague, but it brings to question, or it brings to mind, why did they stop paying you, Tom? Were you not showing up? I mean, there's a lot of different things that could have been happening. Or, and I don't want to speculate too much, but it also could have been because of the quality of work that you were doing. I don't know necessarily what it was, but there had to be a reason why they just stopped paying you. He says they wanted to keep the money for themselves, so he went and took all the materials that he put into the addition. Tom, you wasn't doing remodeling work. You was doing some work that you need a Class A contractor license for, at least a Class B or C possibly, and permits. Tom, you was building a house. And you said they stopped paying you. Why is there no foundation? How'd you start this addition from the roof down? Aren't you supposed to start from the foundation up? He said they stopped paying him for whatever reason, and he went and took all the materials. That sounds so familiar. Except I didn't stop paying Brian, and yet he still stole my door, the make-believe HVAC unit, the fuse box, $300 worth of Lowe's returns. He says he went and took back all of the materials that he was putting into the addition, and he was not nice about it. Oh, Tom, you committed a home invasion, is what this sounds like. He says, I should have took her to court, but I let my temper get the best of me. You better be lucky you didn't end up with a home invasion charge. He says, I hope you're doing good. I got around 11 months left. This place sucks. Got me in the Cadre building, not the nut house. Thank you, Tom, for the clarification there. I thought maybe he would have went insane. 50-something charges, you spent most of your life in and out of jail and prison. That's enough to drive anybody insane. And I didn't honestly know if he was going to be able to respond to this email that I sent him initially, because I imagine he might have been spending all of his time locked up in a straitjacket. Thank God he's not. The Cadre program and building where he's at, he's an inmate worker. He's like a trustee. He's probably making $45, $55, maybe even upwards of 85 cents an hour. But I guarantee you, and this is going to sound horrible, I guarantee you he is cleaning up a lot of dookie on a daily basis. Dookie everywhere. Well, I hope to hear back from you. I am sorry it took so long to respond. I don't check this all that often, but I'll check it more often now. And usually when a dude says that they're not checking the email or the kiosk all that often, there's probably a good reason for that. He probably ain't got no support, if, very little support. That's sad to hear. He says, thank you for reaching out to me. I hope to hear back from you soon. Take care, Tom. I did email him back this morning asking how it is to serve time there, what's going on with the virus, are they on lockdown? So hopefully I'll hear back from him and be able to share some more with you guys real soon. Also, one final thing before I wrap up this video, not only did I email Tom back this morning, I also emailed the prison consulting client that I had, Michael Blakeman, who got his boots smoked, has to serve anywhere between, 7 to 14 years in the Michigan Department of Corrections. That's where he's currently at. Haven't talked to him in a while. I sent him a very short email. Hey, Michael, hope you're doing okay. Haven't heard from you in a while. Let me know how things have been going. I look forward to hearing back from you, and I will keep you guys posted if and when I hear back from him. I don't want to make this super long. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. I'm on my way over to the flip house right now. We have begun the floors over there, and these floors are taking a lot longer than I hoped. Once these floors are done, I'm going in there painting. I should have done the painting prior to the floors. I already know we're going to put down drop cloths, but I was stuck doing that landscaping job last week, so that's my fault, not their fault. And I'm going to be looking forward to showing you guys more progress with this house that has taken entirely too long to get completed. I said we were going to have this done at the end of March. Folks, we're getting ready to be halfway through or getting close to at least a third of the way through April. And we ain't even there yet. Still got a couple more weeks. But it is what it is. I want to thank you guys for all of the support for After Prison Show. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for rocking with this channel. If you rock with the Bobo as well, twitch.tv/AfterPrisonShow. We go in there Monday through Fridays. It's definitely something to check out if you've never seen that. And just thank you guys overall. I wanted to address a lot of different things that I feel like I missed from last week. And I'm going to look forward to bringing you guys the very best that I possibly can on a daily basis. I hate missing a day where we don't upload. But thanks for taking the time to check this out. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you did so, please leave a like and a comment letting me know exactly what you thought about this video. And as always, until next time, enjoy life, the free world. Never take a moment for granted and make the most of every day. Peace. God. I need some Bengay or something.